Bexley Be Well was really a community-wide call to start a dialogue around the increasing mental health needs of our young people, and in order that we can start to look for solutions, look for ways to address the needs. Book ended it with a launch event on September 4th, and we showed the film Angst and then had a panel discussion with some experts in the field of mental health.
We struggle to help our kids really understand who they are as humans, what they can contribute to the world because of their innate abilities, their kindness, their curiosity, their warmth, their creativity. These things aren't developed, in my experience, with the families that I work with, and I think that can create a lot of pressure for a child because their identity is so wrapped up in what they can do and not who they are.
And I think that the panel was excellent. I think the mix of the people that we had on the panel was good. Their knowledge of expertise really lent well to the questions that our audience had.
The struggle is real.
When we planned for the Parent Institute, the first one for this school year, we decided we needed to really have a heavy emphasis on social emotional development, on mental health, to support our parents and our community in continuing the conversation.
When we had our first Parent Institute this year, we knew that mental health needed to have a significant presence in terms of offerings, and I believe we had 7 different sessions that dealt with topics related to mental wellness.
When we think about family beliefs,
the thing I want parents to know the most is that kids are capable of so much more than we potentially are giving them credit for. That if we teach them the skills behind them, behind the actions, that they're going to be able to do them, and that protecting our kids overly, kind of sweeping the sidewalk ahead of them so they don't have to walk on dirt, is not something we want to do, and it's not creating resilient kids who have some grit.
This book and Maddie's story will, I'm quite sure of it, be the most important piece of journalism I work on.
We ask our community to engage in reading the book What Made Maddie Run, and then on October 6th we had Kate Fagan, the author, come in. She brings the sense of these are observations, and I think, you know, we started with a panel of experts, and I think that's great and we need that, but I also think what she brought was more, these are things that I've observed. These are the things I've observed and learned from talking with students, from working with Madison Halloran's family, from trying to understand her story, from talking to college students and high school students around the country.
One of the things that stuck out, and one of the things that's really important about this initiative, is that it's going to take the entire community.
This is a critical issue for our young people, and before we can talk about learning math or reading, we've got to make sure our kids are well. It's important that we don't see this as an initiative that had a start and an end. It's important that we see this as the beginning of an important and ongoing dialogue that we have to have.